Goran Ivanisevic gave his verdict on Novak Djokovic's loss to Jannik Sinner at the Australian Open. Novak Djokovic's coach has cleared up claims that the world number one was unwell when he was dumped out of the Australian Open. Jannik Sinner ousted the 10-time champion in the semi-final, handing Djokovic his first loss in Melbourne since 2018. Goran Ivanisevic has now confirmed that Djokovic was healthy during the defeat, as he admitted he was glad it was Sinner who ended the Serb's incredible Australian Open run. Djokovic's reign at the Australian Open came to an end at the hands of Sinner, who dispatched him 6-1, 6-2, 6-7, 6-6-3 in the semi-final. It brought an end to the world number one's 33-match, 6-year unbeaten run in Melbourne, and Sinner went on to lift his first major title. Following his defeat, Djokovic admitted it was one of the worst Grand Slam matches he'd ever played. The 36-year-old had a difficult run in Melbourne, dropping sets to Dino Prismic and Alexei Poprin in his first two matches. Djokovic's coach has now reacted to his first-ever Australian Open semi-final defeat, admitting he wasn't at his best throughout the tournament. However, the whole Australian Open was somehow not right for Novak, from the first round onwards. "Well, let's move on, it's nothing so tragic. It was a disappointing trip to Australia by Djokovic's standards, as he also lost to Alex de Minaur at the United Cup in Perth. He picked up a wrist injury during the team tournament but claimed he was all good by the time the Australian Open started. In Melbourne, Djokovic had also been dealing with the flu during the earlier rounds and was seen blowing his nose on the court. Recent Serbian reports also claimed that his illness reared its head on the eve of the semi-final. But Ivanisevic has now confirmed that he was healthy during the loss to Sinner and claimed he was happy that the defeat came to the world number 4. Djokovic's coach continued, "No, nothing bothered him. He was healthy, but it just didn't work out. It can happen to him too, he's flesh and blood too. On the other hand, if he was going to lose to anyone, I am glad it was Sinner." Djokovic will now be making his return to Indian Wells as he looks to bounce back from his Australian Open defeat. The 24-time Grand Slam champion has not competed in the Masters event since 2019. He recently updated his schedule on his website to include Indian Wells, which begins on March 6. Djokovic is a 5-time former champion at the tournament.